You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about the WNBA, more specifically, the commissioner. Oh, my goodness. I mean, what can you say? You know what's funny about the commissioner of the WNBA? She successfully pisses off everybody. Regardless of which side you're on, it seems like she's either getting called a racist, but at the same time trying to prop up players that clearly are not in the same marketable lane as Caitlin Clark. And we're here again. I don't understand what it is about this commissioner when it comes to giving Caitlin Clark her due. But this is as bad as any media figure or anybody else, because they try to throw Angel Reese into this conversation, and we've all seen the stats. I've seen the attendance, I've seen the revenue, and I've seen the television ratings. It was Caitlin Clark singular. End of story. All right? She was the big ticket item in the WNBA this year. All right? Sorry, Angel Reese, it wasn't you. The statistics show it was not you. All right? But here we are, the commissioner cannot give Caitlin Clark her actual credit without launching into this tirade about everybody else. And it's ridiculous. It truly is. It's a coward's way of going. The media did it by trying to create some false Rookie of the Year conversation. And every article, for the most part, that I saw written about Caitlin Clark and the popularity of the WNBA had Angel Reese or insert other rookie or all the other rookies in the title. It's absurd. It's one person, and even the commissioner is too chicken shit to acknowledge that. It's wild. So let's get to this right here. My God. WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert made her stance clear on Angel Reese that she is just as important as Caitlin Clark in terms of growing the league's popularity. Just get you some clown makeup and put on the wig. Just do it. Throughout the 2024 season, many fans contributed the massive popularity boost of the league to Clark and the fan base she's built from her historic time playing for Lisa Boulder at Iowa. During her time as a Hawkeye, Clark often battled Reese and LSU, with both players' fan bases clashing as a result. As such, when the two were drafted in the 2024 WNBA draft, the league has reached new heights of popularity. Much of that has been attributed to Clark. It is Caitlin Clark. End of story. Seriously. However, Engelbert put those claims to bed on 60 Minutes, explaining, when asked about the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, how the league's popularity is because of various stars bringing Reese and other high-profile rookies into the conversation. Then she's seeing ratings and data I can't see, because that is not a fact. She went out there and literally lied just to keep a narrative going, because she knows, look, Cathy Engelbert was just called a racist last week or some crap like that. So she knows if I don't throw Angel Reese and some of these other rookies into the conversation, I'm going to get blowback from a minority section of the WNBA fan base. Quote, she's clearly an unbelievable player, Engelbert said of Clark. She came in with an unbelievable following, and she has brought in new fans to the league. If you look at our historic season in terms of attendance and viewing, Caitlin, Angel Reese, too, and Rikia Jackson, Cameron Brent, this class of rookies we will be talking about in a generation from now. Would we be talking about any of them if it, especially, well, honestly, would we be talking about any of them if it wasn't for the fact that they're coming in Caitlin Clark's draft class? Would we be talking about them? Because I'm not so sure. I mean, one could say Caitlin Clark manufactured Angel Reese, and still does. I mean, have you seen Angel Reese's podcast guest lately? She's living off Caitlin Clark haters right now. Seriously, Dejanay Carrington, Cheryl Swoops. I mean, it's wild. When asked why Engelbert included other rookies when talking about the success of the league, Engelbert made it clear she believes the success of the WNBA is predicated on success of other stars as well. That is why she made a point to be inclusive of other rookies, not just Clark. No league is ever about one player, Engelbert continued. Have you ever seen Michael Jordan? Was that a thing? That one player could get hurt or whatever, so I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries, and you can't do that alone with one person. Look, I mean, a lot of people are having to watch at this point. We want to see if Caitlin Clark's going to get hurt. I mean, it's ugly out there, and you're not helping the situation. She's worried about getting canceled right now. It's ridiculous. Engelbert's stance on having rivalries being the core of the WNBA grows is one she strongly believes in, though it could get her in hot water in early September. Engelbert was asked specifically about the racial divide between Clark and Reese's fan bases, which could lead to toxicity among league's fans. And it goes on to talk about that whole thing where she literally got deemed a racist by a bunch of the players in the league. I mean, it's a black lesbian activist league, let's be honest. And I mean, she talked about rivalries, and somehow that became a racial issue. But I will say this. There's a lot of people suspicious. That's why Caitlin Clark's got the crap beat out of her this season. I mean, that's a thing at this point. You'd have to be blind. I thought sexual preference may have had a lot to do with it, too, because she doesn't belong to that club. And we've seen that club get kind of ugly over the years, have we not? We have. But that's just being a coward. Again, I've seen the statistics. Whatever statistics you want to talk about. How about the fact people were just willing to pay up to get into games? Never mind Caitlin Clark's games being sold out. They were paying a astronomical amount of money to go see her games versus anybody else. What does that tell you? I've got to pay more money to get in versus Angel Reese or Asia Wilson or anybody else in the league. There was only one person people was willing to pay up to get in the door to go check out. It was the biggest ticket, honestly, one of the biggest tickets in sports. Definitely this year, one could argue the biggest, was seeing Caitlin Clark play in person. And that drove attendance, revenue, and, well, we all know what the television ratings look like. All you got to do is look at a game Caitlin Clark plays in versus a game she doesn't. And the difference is somewhere usually between 2.5 and 4 times the amount of ratings. I mean, it is what it is. The commissioner's a coward. I mean, seriously. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.